So for players, I had 2 players in the last, actually 3 players in the last month that have struggled with this. And the important thing was just making sure their concepts were correct. So when we're going up to the top, when we're looking at sequencing, okay, there's a factor in lateral motion, there's a factor in sort of torque of how I'm producing it, and then vertical. So that's part of the sequencing too, not just move my pelvis, okay, or move this first. So when I get up to the top, if I'm being more specific in what I'm thinking about, as I go back, I'm elevating slightly, like in the sense of my trail hip is moving up, my lead hip is moving down. I've created a nice stored energy position at the top of my backswing. If I just go spin, so this is sort of that idea that both of these players had. They would actually go like this. Both legs would end up very straight very quickly. So to me, that's almost, we're adding the vertical motion too quick, okay? So when we're looking at that downswing, we can think about unweighting or lowering, or potentially like adding softness to the legs, right? So what that looks like is if I went here and I created a reflex, especially of my trail knee, that's going to allow me, one, I get lighter when I do that. Actually, even though I'm going down, I'm getting lighter if you're thinking about forces. But the other thing that it allows me to do is if I get to here, now when I go to push, so obviously this is pushing out of the way, I've created a pretty big rotation or torque with this leg, so that hip can actually start to extend, okay? So for players that go straight legs early, so that vertical motion early, they always have a tough time sort of pushing up and getting to that good finish position because they've used all that vertical motion too quick in their downswing, okay? So this is the idea that I get up to the top, I get here, and then I can create that lowering or get a little bit lighter, and then from there I can push and extend as I hit it. So it's gonna look like this as I go. Okay, so when I do that, what happens is I'm creating a little bit more stored energy as I go into that sort of lowering or unweighting position. And then from there, I can start to push and extend as I come through because my sequencing is correct. So that's how I'm thinking about sequencing. I'm not thinking it's just, okay, can I move my pelvis first? Because I think that's sort of a vague way to think about it. So I think if we're a little more specific, but I think that would be a good way to start, is can you get to the top